The amount of data Elon Musk would have access to if he privatized Twitter cannot be compared to anything that has ever existed. Phew. That's an interesting take. Well, because there's there's no private company.
This will be the next thing. What's he going to do with all of that?
There's no private company. There's public companies. But is that any different than like what kind of and maybe these things do exist, some sort of checks and balances for guys like Zuckerberg as far as the board is concerned? They can keep him away from certain data. I don't know. I wouldn't bet against him when it comes to data. I wouldn't bet against Google when it comes to data. I mean, he would have quite a bit of data, but I try to imagine exactly what, how Twitter compares to those other big services from a data gathering perspective. Researchers said that one person controlling Twitter would be incompatible with democracy. Shout out DGen Chef. I agree. Toronto represent. Unregulated data collection means the social media industry holds sway over real-world events. This is a disaster, and it's not only about Elon Musk, but he kind of puts it on steroids. Well, maybe that's why he wants a private ownership group that isn't just himself. So the company would be private, but there'd be other people involved as opposed to one individually being solely responsible. But I guess he could set up the parameters still, assuming he was the majority owner. He could still set up the parameters of who was capable of accessing what. Elon Musk's plans to privatize Twitter have spurred concern among privacy experts and social media researchers, including one former Harvard professor who told the Washington Post that having one person in control of a social media platform is a disaster for user privacy. The former professor and author of The Age of Surveillance Capitalism said huge ad revenue and unregulated data collection about user behavior have changed the social media industry, which now holds incredible sway over real-world events. That professor, Shoshana Zuboff. Yes, this would obviously be unprecedented, particularly in this direction. As social media has grown from its infancy, so have those pools of data along the way. When Twitter first launches, obviously you have nothing there. You have people sending tweets via SMS. And then you have this maturation process, which happens over the period of 20 years, or however long it's been. What's different here is that in one swoop, with one lump sum, $43 billion, all of a sudden, all that information is transacted and not just assets. Well, I guess that's considered an asset. And these companies do buy and sell data. And Willie Doo does search for something on Google and then get it as an Instagram ad on a Facebook product. Don't think that you're not getting bid on in the background at all points in time.
I buy the product immediately.
Immediately. You're like, damn, how do they know me so well? We've got such a great relationship, me and Instagram and Zuckerberg. I can't wait till I'm in VR buying all the things he tells me to buy.
It's a warm blanket.
With a tiny revenue split for the producer of said product, said skin in my metaverse. I can see this. Apprehension. I mean, you basically have to believe in one guy. And one guy for how long? For how long? I mean, people change. And anybody can be compromised. Right? Any one point of failure. So there will have to be some sort of, what would you call it? A mechanism in there to deal with these types of events. And aging. I think of aging. I'm watching Biden clips. I think of aging. Right? In the case of a country, you have elections at least at some point. In the case of a private company.
Well, I think what he should be doing now is real time. I mean, he has the ability to real time address all of this stuff that comes up publicly. Provide some answers to.
But ultimately, those are just words, right?
They are, but I think even seeing someone publicly do that has an impact. You know.
Sure. Shout out Ari Samuel. How about a simple social media app that using a code brings trending topics of multiple platforms, including Twitter, but not limited to tweets? He's from Mexico, and his idea for you, Vin, to solve your TV problem, so you can finally turn off CNN and Fox News. That's what he's going to do for you. He's going to put that app together.
It needs to be on TV.
He's going to put it on TV.
Huh?
Vin, you realize you can put your computer on your TV. You can put anything on your TV.
You want to know? It'll take too long.
It won't take too long.
Ben just wants it on the TV.
I don't know if you.
What is the importance of having it on the TV? Is this a way that you sit? Is this?
It's the same. You were getting into what? Why do people the iPhone with the home button? It's like I can't get around it.
You can't get around it.
I'm there.
What happens? Paint a picture for us.
Couch, remote.
Go ahead.
Drink, food.
This is exactly what people are here for. Yeah. Couch, remote, drink, food is what Vin says.
So more of like a casual
turning on
event.
Yes, and single button turn on.
Gabe in the chat says Vin can just watch Lou later. It's so true.
So the Twitter button should be on the remote as well, kind of like Netflix.
Someone else says Vin had a concussion at hockey last week. No, Netflix is not an answer. Netflix is not what it is at all. It has to be more real time. The best stuff on Netflix has lag to it because it's produced.
I would like it 24/7. Just rotate people on it. News is 24/7. You don't get 24/7 news nowadays, even on YouTube. It's all recycled after a certain hour. They'll play the whole true 24/7 Twitter on TV.
True 24/7. So we're gonna have to set up a team. Nobody can be available 24/7. You had to set up a news team.
Well, you just have someone it's just rotating cast of.
Someone's going to have to work the night shift.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to have to be on that breaking news. And it's live all the time.
All the time.
Basically, it's Lou Later, except we're not working hard enough, Will. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, imagine if this was on 24/7.
Multi-hour streams every day, plus spitting out somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 plus clips every day. And it's not real time enough for Vin.
Well, there's no limit on YouTube, right? You can go live for, like, they won't cut you off after a month.
You're not getting cut off, man. You're not getting cut off. We're live.
All right.
We're live right now, man. People are here with us.